Hello, my friends. Today we bring you Emma Stone's filmography. Superbad. Teenagers. Seth and Evan have high hopes for a graduation party. They plan to drink and woo girls so they can become part of the school's most popular crowd. But separation anxiety and two bored cops complicate the friends' mission. The Rocker. As the drummer for the 1980s band Vesuvius, Robert Fishman lived as a rock and roll idol. He was fired by his bandmates but got a second chance 20 years later when his teenage nephew hired him for his own group. The House Bunny. Bunny Shelley leads a perfect life until she gets evicted from the Playboy Mansion. With nowhere else to go, she ends up in a socially excluded student sorority, Zeta Alpha Zeta. Ghosts of Girlfriends Past. Connor, a celebrity photographer, is confronted by the spirits of his ex-lovers before his brother's wedding. On a journey through the past, he seeks to understand why he has always been a womanizer, hoping to find true love. Paperman. Richard Dunn is an unsuccessful writer who never really grew up. He decides to retreat to write his next book, but struggles to move forward or deal with his own decisions without his imaginary friend, Captain Excellent. Zombieland. During the zombie apocalypse, two lonely young men join forces to reach their destinations, but are surprised by two cunning and much smarter girls than they imagined. Together, they face challenges and dangers as they seek to survive in a world dominated by the undead. Easy A. When Olive Pendergast agrees to help a friend confront bullying by pretending to sleep with him, her life quickly destabilizes and her reputation is threatened, leading her into a spiral out of control where she must deal with the unexpected consequences of her actions. Friends with benefits. Jamie, a recruiter in New York, convinces Dylan, an art director from Los Angeles, to move to Manhattan to work at a magazine. As they develop a strong friendship, they decide to abandon the quest for true love and have fun. Crazy, stupid love. 40-year-old Carl Weaver leads a happy life with his wife. When she asks for a divorce, he is devastated. Carl ends up meeting the womanizer Jacob, who decides to help him overcome low self-esteem and turn his life around. The Help. In the 1960s, in Mississippi, Skeeter, a girl from high society, returns determined to become a writer. She interviews black women in the town, including Abilene, her friend's maid, to tell their life stories, challenging social conventions and facing criticism. The Amazing Spider-Man. Young Peter Parker wants to learn more about his origin. He comes across a folder that belonged to his father and tries to uncover why his parents disappeared. His search leads him to Oscorp and Dr. Kurt Connors, who has the deadly alter ego known as the Lizard. Movie 43. In a mosaic of audacious plots, the biggest movie stars delve into politically incorrect stories, revealing unlikely connections and challenging conventions, while their destinies intertwine unpredictably. Gangster Squad. In 1949, Los Angeles finds itself under the menacing shadow of the feared mafia kingpin, Mickey Cohen. Determined to put an end to his growing network of criminal activities, a secret team of police officers devises an audacious plan to bring him down and restore order to the city. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Being Spider-Man is amazing for Peter Parker, who loves swinging between skyscrapers, being a hero, and being with Gwen. But the price of heroism emerges when he faces villains like Electro and his old friend Harry Osborn, realizing that they are all connected to Oscorp. Magic in the Moonlight. Stanley is an English magician who has dedicated his life to exposing fraudulent spiritualists. He intends to find out if the young Sophie is indeed a medium. The more time Stanley spends with her, the more he becomes enchanted, risking falling in love. Birdman, or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. For over 20 years, actor Regan Thompson has been known for portraying Birdman, a superhero who became a cultural icon. However, by refusing to film the fourth movie with the same character, his career begins to decline. Irrational Man. In the small-town university setting, a philosophy professor searching for meaning finds a new passion and purpose in life as he romantically engages with an inspiring and charming student, challenging conventions and facing ethical dilemmas along the way. Aloha. A military officer is sent to Hawaii, where he rekindles an old love while being drawn to an Air Force pilot, diving into an emotional dilemma between the past and new connections, challenging his convictions and forcing him to reevaluate his priorities. Popstar. Never stop, never stopping. After 2 years of sold-out world tours, Connor For Real is the biggest name in music. When his latest album flops, he reunites with his old boy band, seeking to reclaim his former glory and rediscover the true meaning of fame. La La Land. Pianist Sebastian meets actress Mia, and the two fall deeply in love. In pursuit of opportunities for their careers in competitive Los Angeles, the young couple tries to make their romantic relationship work while chasing fame and success. Battle of the Sexes. In 1973, a tennis match between retired former champion Bobby Riggs and world number 1, Billie Jean King, becomes a global symbol of gender equality. Riggs seeks to revive his past glories, while King leads the fight for women's rights, questioning her own sexuality. The Favorite. In 18th century England, Sarah Churchill, Duchess of Marlborough, wields great influence at court as confidant and secret lover to Queen Anne. However, her position is challenged by the arrival of Abigail, a new servant who quickly becomes the Queen's favorite, initiating a fierce power struggle at court. Zombieland, Double Tap. Post-apocalyptic warriors Tallahassee, Columbus, Wichita, and Little Rock must rely even more on their intelligence. Now they find themselves in an unforgiving battle against smarter, faster, and seemingly indestructible zombies, forcing them to improvise increasingly daring strategies to survive. Cruella. Smart and determined, Estella seeks recognition through her designs and attracts the attention of the Baroness von Hellman. However, their relationship triggers a series of events that reveal her rebellious side, transforming her into the elegant and vengeful Cruella. Poor Things. Young Bella Baxter is resurrected by scientist Dr. Godwin Baxter and flees with a lawyer to explore the world, fighting for equality and liberation while challenging social norms. On her journey, she becomes a symbol of courage and determination, inspiring others to follow in her footsteps. Kinds of Kindness. A man seeks to break free from his predetermined path. A policeman questions his wife's behavior after a supposed drowning, and a woman searches to locate an individual prophesied to become a spiritual guide. Eddington. In a small New Mexico town during the 2020 pandemic, Sheriff Joe clashes with Mayor Paul for control, and their escalating rivalry spirals into chaos, dragging the entire community into paranoia, violence, and conflict. Bugonia. 2 conspiracy-obsessed men kidnap a businesswoman they believe is an alien, and their delusion spirals into paranoia, dark humor, chaos, and a tense psychological battle that threatens to consume them. Who would you like to see in the next video? Write in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.